In this video we're going to talk about the F1 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that concluded probably one of the craziest F1 seasons ever. Checo, aka Sergio Perez, allowed Verstappen to close in on Hamilton. The fact that Checo was just keeping Hamilton at bay, that definitely helped out Verstappen a lot. Obviously it's nice for your teammate to come in clutch. Lando Norris is one of the other drivers on the grid, and he's saying he's not really sure about that controversial ending, you know, the safety car coming in. He had like a 10-11 second lead over Verstappen, but that lead, because of the safety car, completely got wiped out. The ending definitely made it really exciting though. Couldn't have been any closer than that. Whether you're a Verstappen fan or a Lewis Hamilton fan, I think everyone respects Verstappen for his performances this season. He's been obviously insane. It's been a crazy season. The fact that Hamilton and Verstappen were both level on points going into this race. The championship kept on changing in either driver's favour. Obviously the championship battle between Lewis and Max was the main thing that everyone was casting their eyes on. They kind of glossed over other stuff. You know, Kimi Raikkonen, an F1 legend, just like recently retired. That was his final race. The main thing of the race was obviously that battle between Lewis and Max, because the whole thing of history awaits. If Hamilton won that, it would be a record-breaking 8th championship that no other F1 driver has done before, whilst at the same time with Verstappen, if he won, which he did, that would have been his first ever championship. Both historic wins for different reasons. There was a previous race earlier on in the season, I think it was the Hungarian Grand Prix, where Hamilton was being held up like really well by Fernando Alonso, so obviously this time it's happened again, just with a different driver. Ironically, that time I think that was the Grand Prix where Esteban Ocon won, who is the current teammate of Alonso. So one teammate is helping out another teammate by holding off Hamilton basically. Obviously with the Belgian Grand Prix it got cut extremely short because of the rain and poor weather conditions. But I've seen this guy saying this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is even worse because they had the safety car at the end. And yeah, as I said, it's definitely a controversial decision. Yeah, those two, Max and Lewis, have produced one of the most memorable F1 seasons ever. And the fact that, yeah, obviously whatever the outcome, it was still an incredible season. If you're looking at the wider context of the whole season, anybody between those two could have won it. Obviously Mercedes were really like annoyed at the decision by the FIA because of the safety car and stuff. So they appealed it, but it's been rejected. And I kind of had a feeling that would be the case, because once Verstappen crossed that line and they said he's world champion, it's very unlikely that they're going to reverse something as big as that. Once the race is over, it's done. Even though obviously he had a lot of luck at the end, he did on the whole deserve to win the championship. Obviously Lewis did as well, but yeah, as I said before, it really is heads or tails. But yeah, the fact that he had the most race wins, he did extremely well the whole season. It wasn't like he just kind of like fluked it only this race. He's been consistently good